Hi, my name is George Dagnino. I have two charts that are going to show you why inflation depends on too much liquidity and what it needs to be done to take inflation down. This chart shows two graphs. The first graph is the money supply, the dark blue line, and the red line is inflation from 1960 to 2021. What you see is the money grew from 1960 to 1980, and inflation constantly rose to 15%. Uh, then, as you can see here, money grew at an unprecedented rate, anywhere between 10 and 15%. Then the money supply declined, the growth of the money supply declined, and it started growing at around 5, 6%. And what happened to inflation? It came down to 0 to 2%. Then in 2020, money grew very, very rapidly, and inflation started going up. So obviously, if past history is any lesson whatsoever, money has to slow down to around 5, 6% to have inflation to go down to around 2, 3%. Of course, the reason for exploding growth in money supply was because the Fed started printing money to finance the spending program of the governments to stimulate the economy because of the pandemic. It happened here and it happened here again. Now, the problem with that is that, of course, you give money away for free, people spending, and of course, all that money creates inflation. What is the problem with that? The problem with that is that income after inflation and after taxes, now look at this chart, is now declining, which means all the money that is the value of that money that is being given by the government is now eroded by rising inflation. And consumers, of course, are now worse off than they were before. Now, of course, consumers will probably not eager to go out and spend money, therefore creating a slowdown and possibly the next recession.